Hey, everybody. How
Hello,
are
everybody.
you?
Oh, we hope
Well,
you're doing well.
welcome to Dustin and Michelle. This is a fabulous Dustin.
And this is the lovely and talented Michelle. She looks so
uh,
beautiful tonight, wouldn't you
oh,
say?
thanks. And we're coming to you for the first time from what? The very, very freshly, what would you say? Decorated.
Freshly, yes,
No,
filled in.
erected.
Okay, yeah, I could say that.
Because of all the
Mhm.
shelves.
Yes, we finally sort of put the office together, the shipping office, and listing. This is where I do all of that stuff, and we're excited to do our first live show in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's been it's such an incredible journey getting all of this together, and we were really excited to sort of get into like our normal groove with you guys in a stationary place. So here we are.
Yeah, super excited. And my daughter Kaya is here with us. Hello, Kaya.
Hi, Kaya.
Miss you so much, and
Yeah.
we love you so much. And we're gonna talk a little bit about your brother at the end of the show. Yes, we love you, and yes, our condolences. I'm so very sorry. We'll talk about that later. Love you so much, Kaya. We're so happy to see everybody else in here tonight. Hello, the 12 Blades. You said that you have your popcorn and pink drink. We're so excited that you are prepared to join us with your refreshments. That's so awesome.
Yes, the pink drink. That sounds kind of good.
Yeah, I wonder what is in that pink drink. Awesome.
Well, we were really excited to get together with you guys tonight and go over something that we think a bunch of things that we think are really important just to sort of brush up on, but also maybe it's a bit elementary, important things to go over, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's somebody out there that's always starting, or starting their reselling business, or just looking to, expand a little bit, or just get a couple of tips here and there to help them help along. And that's we love to do the easy stuff to help.
And we have 5 ways that we can help you become. I don't know. What'd you say?
Yeah,
more seasoned seller, or 5 important things. How would you say that?
Yeah. Top 5 things maybe that'll help you to have a more successful thrifting trip.
Yeah.
Each and every time, if that makes sense. We got some thrifting zen here, hopefully, for you. So,
yes.
If we went to the first one, if we just get right into it.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
All right. So we think number 5 would be let's donate all those unwanted items. Let's donate all that stale inventory and make some room.
Yeah.
What do you say? Do that?
I think that's a great idea. And I also think that donating in good faith is really important. Just give back to the people who are giving to you.
Right.
And that's just kind of awesome karma, right?
Yeah. It's, maybe not necessarily like pay it forward, maybe.
Kind of a thing, right? Yeah.
Maybe, but, we're always taking from the thrift stores and, making money. And it's always, it feels really nice to give back to maybe even the same thrift store or just any thrift store. I mean, it just feels good to give.
I know. I think I gave, there's a church next door, like some mugs. One of them was a cute Starbucks mug that was like worth 25 cents. And I didn't know that before you taught me how to do the Google, the whatever thing.
Okay.
Anyway. So yeah, donate in good faith. That was something that was important to me to keep in mind when you were just starting out, or just as a nice refresher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, not only does it feel good to give, but you're making room for the new purchases. And sometimes that's important.
That's the fun stuff,
right,
babe. That's the fun stuff, right? New stuff. Sure. Shopping's the best.
That's probably the funnest part of reselling and thrifting, of course. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. I would agree. Yeah.
Okay.
the thrill of the hunt.
The thrill of the hunt.
Either make sure you get those things listed right away, or just yeah, keep a good eye on that, because you don't want to be, stacking up and, um,
Becoming a hoarder.
yeah, a hoarder, or have a massive monster or money pile or death pile, whatever you want to call it.
Stressful.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Good one.
yeah. So if we went into number 4, let's do that real quick.
Always
Mm-hmm. So we think also, considering the size of the city, is it like a really large city? Is it out in the sticks, a very small town? A very small. I love those small town thrift stores. I gotta be honest.
Yeah,
I really do.
Me too.
So if you're considering the size of the city or neighborhood that you're going into, especially if you're venturing out, because I mean, you're gonna have your thrift stores that are like a mile or two from home that you're going to go to all the time, just because they're the closest. I mean, it just makes the most sense. It's the most convenient, the most efficient for you.
Less gas,
less time that you're spending in the car. So you're going to have those bread and butter thrift stores that you go to every day. But if you want to venture out, say you're doing some errands in some other part of town that you need to go to, so why not stop at the thrift store there or something?
Yeah.
But if you're also just making a point to go out and you want to go check out some other things, the size of the city, what do you say about that?
Okay, so what I think about that is I think of it more of like, what neighborhoods what's your plan of attack? What type of neighborhoods work best for you? There might be an area that has like big houses, let's say, but they might be asking $35 for a pair of, Michael Kors, stinking, whatever shoes.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to figure out what area works for you. I mean, I've done well in all kinds of areas, but sometimes it's like, I don't know. I have my favorite areas that aren't, things, they don't price things so high. And sometimes I find some good things there, some little gems.
Yeah. Back in Minnesota, when I went to the bins there that were like 10 minutes from my place, it was in a really nice area. And thankfully, I mean, the actual Goodwills in that area were a little overpriced, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the Goodwill bins was right in the middle of that. And, that's all the same price. So it was just a gold mine as far as that went.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, like also, and you go into like the smaller towns and you get those little mom and pop thrift stores.
Yeah.
That they might just price super cheaply, or, have all this stuff like maybe surplus from the city is going there, and there's not as many shoppers there. So, maybe the inventory there is going to be.
We haven't done a live yet on going to the bins here on the East Coast, New York, New Jersey. Oh man, holy cannoli, you guys. That video, I'm excited to go, but woo, you talk about getting down and dirty. You bring you have to bring like your pads and your helmet with you.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be freaked out about bins or whatever. I don't know. Been to bins enough to just not really care anymore. They're gonna be different here, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
the
excited.
Ones that I went to mostly were very polite and friendly. Very, very nice area. So I imagine it's going to be a little bit different here. And our friends, Joe and Nicole at I'd Flip That, say, hey, guys.
Hi.
And Dustin, how's the picking out there? And I guess we were kind of talking about that right now, that, the bins are going to be a lot different. The Goodwills that I've been to out here.
We went to one together, right?
That one, it didn't seem too overpriced or anything like that. The thrift stores around here, I would say, are just, about the same, I guess, as from back in Minnesota.
It's really the garage sales and the yard sales and the estate sales that are, you're getting good deals there in the bins.
yeah. But there's, I guess the picking out here has been great so far. flea market that we went to was really fun. I did notice that, you know, the attitude out east is a little bit different than the Midwest. As far as, you know, like the whole Minnesota nice thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's understood out here as
No.
much,
It's
but
like, it's like
but that's okay.
if you can't beat them, join
Yeah, I guess.
just for a second.
But
then you're bringing it. Boom.
yeah, but I'm gonna continue being me and being
Yes,
nice. So
please continue being you. Jeez.
and the 12 Blade says, I live in a small town and have awesome antique store that prices stuff at garage sale prices. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you're gonna just have those little honey holes that are in your area that are gonna make you just a ton of money. And it sounds like you've got one right there. So
yeah,
that's really great.
you're very fortunate. That's so
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
The
So,
other,
yeah.
go baby.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So next.
Next, I can't see anything. I have one. I'm having contact problems.
All good. All good. So I'll read this and we'll discuss. How about that?
Good. Sounds good.
So when you're going to the thrift store, this is before you get there even still. What are the sale dates and when and how often do they restock? Because that's a huge thing, I think. So the sale dates, like say we're talking about a Goodwill.
Right. So the Goodwills out here have one color per week. So for instance, on Monday, it turns blue. And Monday through, I guess, I don't know. I don't usually go on the weekends because it's nuts. But let's say Monday through such and such, you know, the color blue is 40% off. Now on Tuesdays, you have a special deal where there are 5 or 6 things that are on sale for $2 if they have the blue tag. So that's like a really competitive way of doing it. Now, not all the Goodwills do it the same way because I did a little video, I think, on the one in Bethesda, and they don't do any sales. They don't do anything. They have Senior Citizens Day on Wednesday, and that's it.
Huh.
So I can't believe, I'm really thankful that we have still a sale day. That is important because when jeans are on sale for $2 and you know you can flip them for you know a minimum of, let's say, $25, not bad.
Sure. So $20 profit right there. Yeah. So
yeah,
for sure. Yeah. So it's nice to know exactly the stores that you're going to the most often. Make sure you know the sale dates. Make sure you know some, like Salvation Army usually has a colored tag on sale all week. So something like that as well. Some of the mom and pop thrift stores, like you're saying, just don't even have any types of sales, or they might be just a senior citizen, or you know, just helping out first responders or things like that, which is really great.
Yeah.
So yeah, just make sure we know those sale days, and even more important is when and how often do they restock. You know, like when can you get an eye in your hands on the brand new stuff that just came out from the back? Nobody else, it's not been put away, nobody else has looked at it yet. No. You're first in line.
Well, we know that's the morning. Plenty of time standing outside with coffee and trying to figure out, you know, what to run to next.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, and that, you know, that can be said for Goodwill or whatever thrift store, that generally in the morning is when you want to be there. That doesn't mean that they restock or have fresh stuff out in the morning, though. Some stores may restock first thing in the afternoon. So, you know, you just, or multiple times during the day.
Yeah.
So,
and the thing that I've noticed too is that there are a certain amount of racks that sort of fit on the floor. And so as people buy clothes and as people put new stuff comes out. So I guess visiting a couple times a day, if you have a bigger thrift store, there's actually one here that I haven't even been to. We haven't been to, we should go to. It's called Red, White, and Blue. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, the different, we have to go to so many different places now for good deals.
Yeah, there's just options around this, of course. In this area, there's just so many places that we can go to. So
yeah, we're
this is
an
gonna be
hour
a
and a
lot of
half
fun.
from the city. It's great.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go into the city one day too. Holy cow.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So, yes, very important. Knowing they restock, and if you walk in there and you see like the fresh bins that are coming out, go to that first because that's where all the good stuff potentially is. Otherwise, you're gonna have to do some digging.
Okay, but I have one little tip, you guys, that I think is really important. Go to the dressing rooms and check out what has been tried on and what's on the rack to go back out on the floor.
Okay.
Because a lot of times there's some really good things there that people have snatched up and thought, oh my gosh, yeah. And they try it on real quick and they're like, so if you go and check out quickly what people are putting back on the rack, you might score.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I like that because for sure.
Yeah.
There might be a bunch of that new stuff there. So
yeah. People are grabbing it. That's for sure. In loads.
I like that tip. That's great.
There's one more thing. Can I add?
Yeah.
That I think is really important. Oh my goodness. At least with me, it's been that way. I mean, setting, I guess that comes into what would that be numbered? Setting a budget.
Okay.
Setting a budget for when we go out and we're thrifting or first thrifting or even now sourcing. Set a budget. Just take a certain amount of cash with you so you keep yourself, on track with not overspending. And I thought that was such a good idea about the cash. And now, there's always exceptions to that rule, right? But it's a good place to start because it's easy to spend. It's so easy to buy stuff that you don't need or you haven't learned yet how to. Yeah. So anyway, setting a budget for yourself is an important thing.
I think so too. Yeah. It's easy to get carried away with, oh, this looks cool. Or, we can just buy this and it's going to sell.
You're looking through my stuff here because we have the house. So, he's like, oh my gosh, Michelle. He's like, you have all like these large Barbie dolls. You have like the whole like Wizard of Oz, like just bizarre. He's just like, so excited to get his hands on them because half the reason why I never put them out was because I don't know how to ship.
Okay. Yeah.
So here we go. The angel who ships.
I know. I look at her monster pile and I'm seeing like, oh my gosh, look at this. Look at these $100 bills just sitting here.
I have a lot of really good
stuff. So it's like, I can't wait to we get to like a big listing party and just get our monster pile.
It's fun. It's fun. I've been collecting for a while.
Yeah.
But anyway, set a budget. And then you said, and you spoke about the sell-through rate, right? We were talking about this earlier this month or something, right? Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're say we're starting out, we're getting started and we want to set a budget. Maybe go over the budget. If we're using those tools that are going to help us make good buying decisions, like the eBay app, and we can find out what the sell-through rate is on the items that we're buying. So, I mean, if we go in there and we find 15 Burberry winter coats, and we check them all out and we see that they sell really fast and it's just about fall time, people are going to start buying jackets. Maybe let's think of going over budget. Right. If we can. Right. Because those things are right there in front of us.
Right. There's just always exceptions.
Yeah. So as long as we're making good buying decisions, I think it's a really good thing. Just use those tools. And if you've seen one of our older videos, one of our lives, we explain the sell-through rate.
Yeah.
And go back and maybe check that one out. It's going to help you make some better buying decisions when you're out there. So
he's teaching me too. Seriously. I get excited about things and fall in love with little figures. And now I don't do that anymore.
Well,
I'm getting control of myself. It's my thing.
Right.
Okay. And so we have the last one.
Well, sure, but also in here, we want to make
Yes.
sure, I think I said this though, but when you're out there and you see it, buy it. How many times have you gone to a thrift store, saw something, didn't pull the trigger, and went home and are like, oh my gosh, I should just pick that up, and you go back tomorrow and it's gone. So
Kicking yourself.
yeah, it's kind of a thing when you're out there and you see it, buy it. If it's a good buy,
Right.
let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And also, Michelle, you know all about this, and you're really good at it. Staying ahead of the seasons.
Oh my gosh.
And shopping off season.
Yes. Oh my goodness, you guys. I've seen a huge trend in my closet this past week, and it's already fall and winter. I saw a beautiful cardigan, gorgeous pair of suede boots, like over the knee. Serious, like heading towards that direction already. I feel like it's almost like not, and there's like been no summer, at least here with what's happening with my closet right now.
Okay.
I mean, there's a t-shirt or a little thing here and there, but mostly it's fall. But staying ahead is really super important. What's the next holiday that's coming up? Holiday.
Right. Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Halloween,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Exactly. And the 12 Blades said in reference to that, I've been picking up a limited amount of quality Christmas items and a few Halloween items when I see them. Super cheap and nice stuff. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect example of what we're talking about. Pick them up now and list them now, and you're going to see them sell in season or a little bit before or after. I mean, Christmas and Halloween stuff generally is sold for me all year round. Not as much, of course, during the or before the seasons, but still.
Yeah.
Keep that stuff listed.
Yeah, the seasonal stuff is great. It's like Christmas in July is a real thing. I remember modeling in July doing Christmas stuff and just nuts.
Yeah. It is a thing.
You can say that.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
All right. So we came up with, we think is the most important thing if you want to be really successful in your thrifting. And that's especially in your, like, say, hometown stores. The stores closest to you, the ones that you go through to most, is to build a rapport with the employees and managers in that store.
Correct. Yeah. And this is a really tricky one because Dustin and I are all about authenticity and being a good person and coming from the heart and doing things and being grateful. That is how we are, right? And so developing a friendship or developing, like a nice rapport with the people around you at your local stores is really important, but it should be genuine. You should really have a genuine, like, hi, how are you? Because there are so many people who go in, who are thrifters, who are not grateful, who don't say thank you, who point at things and like make crazy like noises, like when they want to see things, and it's nuts, right? Right?
Yeah.
And just make a nice, honest connection with as many people as you can in your neighborhood at your local thrift stores, because it will just give back tenfold. And these wonderful people who do this job, like, they can tell the difference between someone who wants to take advantage of them or someone who wants to do what we're doing. And we're thankful.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that was our most important thing. And it's sort of like, it's like trickles down on everything.
Yeah. Like I said, trickle down on just about every other little point that we're making here. You have a good relationship with the manager. You can easily ask them, when do you guys restock? Do you do that in the morning? And then
it's different everywhere.
In the afternoon at 1 o'clock, we bring some new stuff out. At 5 o'clock, we bring some new stuff out. So
I mean, it's just so nice, even just to say to somebody, oh my gosh, thanks, I got some good stuff today. And, I'm a single mom and I really appreciate, this is everything for us. And thank you so much for bringing this stuff out. And, those are honest things to say. And, I think when you approach things with that kind of a heart, good stuff happens. Right?
Absolutely. Attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
You keep that alive all, you know.
And speaking of gratitude, Dustin and I are so thankful that you guys are spending some time with us tonight in our new office here.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you coming in and joining us once again. And we got we really appreciate the 12 Blades here. Thank you so much for all these comments. We're so grateful for the support and comments. Yes.
Yeah.
And they say they're on a first name basis with the antique store owners and estate sale managers in my area. They love me. Face red heart shape.
We love that. That's cool. That's great.
Yeah, and I'm sure it just, you know, does wonders for you in knowing everybody.
Well, you think of it this way: you make a nice rapport with someone, and then one of our tips was donate in good faith. So you make good, friends with your local people, and then you say, "Oh, I donated," and you have a connection. I don't know. I'm big on the connection. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's important. Absolutely.
Yeah. So anyway, so thanks everybody for joining us, and we hope you're having an awesome weekend. And can I speak for you by saying we can't wait to get out and get on the road again?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
We like our videos where we're running around doing thrifty stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a lot of things that we want to do.
I know, so many to cross off the list.
I think our list is astronomical at this point. So we're going to try to pick one and stick with it here next and be having fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
The move was even fun. But anyways, okay, we love you guys.
Yeah.
Go have an awesome weekend.
Yes.
We can't wait to see you.
Yeah. Thanks so much again for joining us. And tonight we are ending our show. We had a very tragic incident happen. My daughter's brother was killed by gunfire, gun violence, and it's been a very difficult day for not only me, because my daughter is so far away right now and going through this very difficult time with her family. I am just so absolutely. It was just a very shocking thing to hear and to have to deal with. But we just want to say, Kaya, we just love you so much. I miss you so much. We are so sorry for this loss. I knew Kaya's brother as well when he was young, especially. Mm-hmm. And
some nice pictures we looked at today.
Yeah. Got to know him when he was a little youngster, and I know that he was a very special person to Kaya, my daughter, and we just love you and we miss you, Paris. Paris Allen is his name. We love you and miss you. And here's a few pictures in memory, and we'd like to say goodnight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Love you.
Love you too. See you guys.